Figured you
They
would.
should. They shouldn't. They should. And
Well,
here's my thing. If you don't like it, then don't listen to it.
well, yeah, that's the
But he's
truth.
been
I mean,
for fucking what 20 years now. He's been doing his podcast.
he's been doing it for quite a bit. I think what to the. But the time when you were talking about it, he was already doing it. Back in
Right.
2009. Yeah, yeah, I
And
get it. And like I said, money talks, bullshit walks.
no,
People do what they got to do to stay relevant. I mean, I get it. He found his fucking niche. I see him as the fucking DJ that walked into the club. He realized what kind of crowd was in there and started playing the tunes that crowd wanted to hear because that brought him money.
right.
And like I said, it is what it
I
is.
think he had money before Spotify. He didn't even give a fuck. I mean,
Uh,
he had his own. Spotify came in with a stupid number. I think that's what brought him over.
a
And I
hundred
think
million dollars.
yeah, and I think he started seeing the censorship that YouTube was doing as well. And because let's be honest, YouTube is censoring the fuck out some people. A
Well,
lot of people.
a lot of people are just spreading their shit over there. I mean, uh, we've talked about shit like that, but we're not offering alternatives to the vaccine.
I
Or
mean, listen, are there alternatives? Yeah, there's alternatives. You do you.
you do you,
You know,
basically. Do your own, do what feels good.
everybody should know. My opinion by now is if you want to say it, say it. This is the one of the great things about this country is you got the freedom of speech. Say what the fuck you want to say. Uh,
Yeah.
just be prepared. Be prepared for the repercussions that happen because of what you say.
Fucking
Plain and simple.
reminds me of that old Ice-T song back in the day. You got freedom of speech. Just watch what you say.
Right. But now, do I think the government has a right, or you know what I mean? I guess my biggest issue with everything that's been going on with Joe Rogan, if people want to hate on him, fine, hate on him. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna, I don't listen to every episode he comes out with. If it sounds interesting, I listen to it.
Yeah, I know.
I think my biggest thing is everybody, like all the media is going up against him, but it's kind of like I feel like it's kind of like a magician. Look at this and don't look at what the other hand's doing. Look at my right hand, not my left. And I feel like that's what's going on with the media. Like the media
Well,
has been bullshit in for fucking years. How many years has the media just been bullshit lying to us and just feeding whatever toxic fucking fear mongering that they want on whatever subject it is. And we've all just been drinking the Kool-Aid. Like here we go. We're drinking the Kool-Aid. And I think they see Joe Rogan as a fucking threat. As a threat, like, hey, you're a fucking liar. Like he had the CNN doctor on there. He called him out. He was like, listen, you know what the fuck I took. And the guy was like, yeah, we were wrong. We shouldn't have been saying it that way. You know what I mean? Like, I think the media is just, they realize that with him having like, what, 20 times the viewers than they do, that
well,
he's going to call him out.
he's got a large audience though, but no, I wouldn't say he outnumbers the media. I mean, it's large, but
No,
as far as podcasting go, yeah, I guess he still has the large numbers. All I was saying is that I was like, damn, where's this motherfucker? We could be recording. Here's our opportunity to step up in the world,
Well, I will say this: the numbers show that like Joe Rogan per episode had like 11 million, and the nearest mainstream news media was like 3 million
Yeah.
per episode. Dude, he's like, dude, it's nuts the reach that he has, and I think they see him as a threat and they're trying to take him down, but I don't think it'll work. I think he'll just do whatever he wants regardless.
Well, like I said, he's a smart man. He backpedaled a lot of shit, and like I said, money talks, bullshit walks. So,
Right.
like I said, I just knew that this shit was going on, and I was like, "Fuck, we're talking about it." I mean, after the fact, but I was like, all this shit was happening, and we were unavailable to sit down and have this conversation. I was like, because I know you listen to him. Like I said, I used to, and eventually, once I realized, I don't know, like I said, when he started going down a certain path, I was like, okay, I can't listen to this shit. So I just went my way, and that's like I said, we all have, what do they say, different strokes for
Right.
different folks. I mean,
Different talks. What?
like I said, I don't sit here and throw rocks at Joe Rogan. I just didn't listen anymore.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. If you don't like them, then just don't listen to them. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, whatever. I don't understand the whole cancel thing. If you don't like somebody, then just don't watch their stuff, or don't go see their movies, or don't listen to their music. Like just don't. Right?
Yeah.
Don't sense and causing a big problem about it,
Yeah.
unless they're doing something like really fucking heinous. You know what I mean? Like then, of course, do
Yeah.
whatever. But
Like telling people to sit down, have a fucking cup of bourbon or a smoke, and talk shit on the mic. That's horrible. Them,
right. Don't
them,
tell people that.
them cursory overload fuckers need to be banned. No.
Oh shit! Before we get too much further into it,
Ugh.
I'm going to bring the mood down just probably a lot, but it needs to be said.
Yeah.
A really good friend of the show. Um, we knew him for a very very long time. We worked with him. We loved him. He loved us. He was a huge supporter of our show. Anyways, he recently passed away,
Yeah.
and we want to send all prayers and
Yeah.
you know
Condolences to the family. I mean, unfortunately, I guess the memorial and everything was private, so a lot of us that are here in town, we weren't able to attend for whatever reasons. But one thing is that it's like he lives in our memories and our hearts, and I
right.
one thing I loved about him, how he was always trying to look for a positive way to like encourage people, and you know,
Right. Like, no matter how bad of a day you were having, no matter what was going on I mean, because there were some days I would be in a mood, like there would be some deep shit going on, and he would always find a way to put a spin on it to where I was seeing it from a different angle. And
you know,
you know, like,
okay, the last conversation I had with him was 2 weeks before he passed. He showed up at this place that should not be mentioned, and he was actually trying to get me to reinstate my CDL and to go. He's like, we got this drugs, blah blah blah. He was very excited about what he was telling me and kind of trying to recruit me away from that place, just like. And I was like, no, I'll think about it. And that's the last thing I said. And all right, well, think about it, man. Hey, hit me up. We practically we lived in the same town, so. And next thing you know, the news hit me. I was like, "Holy crap! I just talked to him 2 weeks ago."
and I had just talked with him a little prior to that about truck driving itself too.
Like I said, he was on one. I mean, he was like his face, like a little kid. He was all excited, telling me, "Dude," he goes, "There's a lot of work right now. We're pulling like 2 G's a week, and you'll be home just about every other night." And I was like, "Oh, well, my first truck driving experience wasn't that great.
Right, you had a bad experience.
It wasn't bad actually. It wasn't bad. It was just that it kept me away from home longer than what they said. You're out for 30 days, and those 30 would turn into 45.
Right.
And
No, I'm good.
yeah. So and then when back then my kids were still little, and the older ones,
Right.
it was no, it
That's
wasn't
why
wasn't the life for me.
I the one I don't want to miss out on her.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
that's very.
it, it just they're too young. They only get one time.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to.
But
Yeah.
about that, I also want to give a shout out to Miss L. Just keep your head up, baby girl. Just keep your head up. I know you're hurting, but just keep one foot in front of the other. So she'll know what I'm talking about.
Well,
But
yeah, it hit everybody hard.
right.
Aisha, everybody that knew him, Sarah, Karen, it hit everybody pretty hard. Shit, man.
But I don't want to bring us down too much. But
You
we
you
need to
done
bring this back.
you done did it, motherfucker. Anyway,
It
no,
just you said he was too dope of a motherfucker to not get a moment. You know.
I know.
So
I know. It's
uh,
just that we started talking about the first thing that came to mind because, like I said, it's been a while since we've recorded, and we're just like, fuck, let's do this shit. You know, it's oh man. So yeah, like I said, yeah, life goes on. I mean, we've been going through all that shit.
yeah,
Uh,
I mean. The one thing we keep telling you motherfuckers is that we are real, we're honest, we have real life problems. We're not, you know, we're not like some of the other people you hear who never have issues. Or, you know, every episode's perfect, and you know that's not us. That's not we.
yeah, like the fucking little Lego movie. Every day is awesome. I don't know. I don't know. Shit, man.
But and then we got. Let's see what else do we got. We got going on. Oh, and I think we have a new movement we need to start. I
Okay.
think our new movement is going to be we need to stop shooting the animals when dumb motherfuckers climb into their cage at the zoo and eat them.
What?
Yep, yep. Down here, where else but down here in Florida?
Oh, wow, wow, wow. What? What just?
He, he was a maintenance worker or did some kind of work at the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And he, fucking brilliant man that he is, saw a tiger and said, you know what? I'm going to go pet the tiger. And climbed over all of the barricades and all the safety things and probably passed a bajillion signs that say, hey, dumb people, don't do this. And got into the enclosure with the fucking tiger. And I mean, I was kind of shocked, but a tiger did what a tiger's going to do. And fucking bit onto his arm.
You know,
And
hippo slapper. If you're listening, you know, just in case
that's right.
you're thinking about striking again. You know, hey, look what happened to that motherfucker. You may not be so
Yeah.
lucky next time. Fucking hippo might just sit
They,
on you.
they shot the tiger. And I
Okay.
guess I was pretty bummed about it. Like, listen, Tiger just doing Tiger things. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
I don't know.
No.
Let
I get it. Yeah, I mean, like, I see why would you kill the tiger for? Yeah, it was
like,
uncalled for, but I guess it's the human thing to do. I guess it's like, well, the tiger killed the man. Let's kill him.
no, no,
But
no,
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 no.
no.
The man decided to go do some stupid shit. I'm like, well, who the fuck in the right mind goes and pets the tiger?
Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You lose your arm. Oh, sorry. Passed about 1,000 signs that said, "Hey, fucker, don't go in there. You're fucking stupid." And here he goes. But I don't know.
Okay,
We
no,
need to stop.
I didn't hear about that shit, man. That wow.
Yep. And then you were telling me, what was it, a security guard on his first day of the job?
Yeah, apparently that happened somewhere in Russia. I for some reason I thought I'm like, okay, this should either happen here in America, but no, it's in Russia. A security guard that I guess his first shift ever decided to fucking draw a mustache on this $1 million painting.
That's so awesome.
I mean, and we were thinking that we know a few individuals who would probably do that type of shit.
One of them came to mind right away.
Yeah, well, that motherfucker probably would because I mean, if he would go around looking for a koala or oh gosh, no,
We
yeah.
did so much shit to that.
Well, I mean, he kind of begged for it.
Right. Him, and well, there's a couple people we used to work with that we kind of give a hard time to.
Well,
But yeah, he drew a mustache on some $1 million painting.
yeah, that's just Well, I guess, you know, he's like, this is what I think of this job. Like, fuck this.